Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the pantry. So it's been a minute since I've pulled items from the pantry. I've been focusing on the freezer and the fridge, but I want to go ahead this week and use the last of my Amy's soups. This is the chunky tomato bisque. I normally buy the smooth Amy's tomato soup, and that's what I use in my cabbage casseroles. I finished all the frozen cabbage casserole that I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some more with this and see how it is with chunky tomatoes. So it'll be an experiment. And I'm also gonna try to make some more oatmeal. I've got a lot to use up. If it tastes off, I'm just gonna throw it out because it's been in here a while and it's gonna go bad at some point. And I wanted to show you, I finished a whole bag of brown rice, and then I'm almost finished with this one, so I had to buy another one. So I'm going through the rice and still working on my teas. Got some sugar I found that I need to use up, and I'm gonna work on this week with some more yogurt that I have. I'm not gonna use the chicken stock this week. That'll have to wait. I think I'm gonna make a gumbo with that. I've got this sugar-free sweetener I need to try. Got some chocolate, very dark, very bitter. It was more bitter than I thought when I bought it. And more teas. So a lot of progress, but gonna focus on these cans this week. Getting down to a few weeks, it'll be nice to restock. I'm thinking of how I want to do it. Do I just want to buy week by week or 2 weeks at a time? Not sure. All right, look into the freezer to see what I can pull out to complement the other meals that I made. I made the cabbage casserole. I might try to make some oatmeal, but in the meantime, I'm going to pull out some of these frozen foods. So I'm gonna take this red beans and rice. Well, this is just the beans. This is no rice. I'm gonna take this one because it's got the rice in it already. I'm gonna take one of these. This is the broccoli and chicken casserole that I made a while back. And yeah, I don't have as much as I thought. I'm gonna have to do something because I don't have quite enough. I will have some leftover Indian food to eat. Oh yeah, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna take out one of these. This is some pork, barbecued pork from New Year's, maybe? New Year's Day that a friend made, and then gave me the leftovers. And then I have this bread to go with it. This is the Hawaiian sweet rolls. I froze what was left. And what's this? This is the egg. I'll eat a little bit of that. So yeah, that'll be some food to kind of get me over the hump. I don't think I'll have enough time to cook another meal. The days off just got away from me. I filled it up with things to do and got one thing cooked. I'm also taking out the last of the egg and hash brown casserole bake that I made. This is one slice that I had left. I cut it in half and put it in this container. I'll pull that out too. All right, we've got some stuff to eat.
Are you making biscuits? Are you making biscuits?
And you, what are you doing?
You're making biscuits. It's a lot of biscuits.
Oh, are you jelly?
Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
Oh, got my ingredients for the cabbage casserole. I'm out of onion and bell pepper. I have a little bit frozen, but I'm saving it for a soup. So we're just gonna make it without. We'll just add a little extra seasoning for flavor. I have garlic seasoning, I have Tony's. It'll be fine. But normally I'd have onion and bell pepper to go with this to cook with the meat, but I'm gonna start off with this 100% grass-fed ground beef that I bought. And I've got a head of cabbage, the 2 cans of soup, the rice, and then I like to have something crunchy with it, so I might have some corn chips on the side. So this is my little haul for the cabbage casserole recipe, trying something different with the chunky tomato soup. And I had the brown rice and the soups. I always have rice and I had the soups. I had to buy the cabbage and the beef and the chips. So 3 items I had to buy. The other 2 items I have, I always have rice. I've gotten to the point where I've used up so much in my pantry that I only have 1 or 2 items for each recipe and I have to buy a little bit more. But these are still good budget meals and a lot of you would have all of this in your pantry. So take advantage of what you've got. Don't let food go to waste. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the cabbage. I'm gonna layer it cabbage, then ground beef, then rice, then soup. And another 1/2 cup. So as usual, it is overflowing, but the cabbage will cook down, so it'll kind of seem like a lot less once it's finished. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. I have it on 375. I'm gonna just pop it in there and keep checking. All the meat's cooked, so we're just waiting for the rice to cook. So it always takes longer than I think, so I'm not gonna guesstimate, but I'm putting it in and I'm just gonna be chill until it's ready. So I had to cook it for like 2 hours. So I'm gonna experiment next time with just making less, because I think that's why it just takes so long for the rice to cook, because it's so much. Or I'm gonna just have my mom make it and watch her and see how she does it, because she does it in like 45 minutes. It does not take this long. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna add the seasoning right now because I forgot to do it before I put it in the oven, which is not a big deal. I'm just gonna add it in there, stir it up. So here it is. I'm just gonna have a little taste test to make sure it's good, and I'll report back once I separate it into containers. The flowers are pretty. So I got 10 servings out of it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are, for Weight Watchers, 4 points each. I may sometimes bring 2 containers. Sometimes I'll eat 2 containers. I'll just eat them a couple hours apart because I work long shifts. I get hungry. So sometimes I'll have like supper at like 5, and then around 7 I'll have a second serving. So that would still be good. It'd be 8 points. Meal prep complete. I've got 10 containers. They're all about half full. I'm gonna make an effort to finish some of these oats that I've had in my pantry. These are the steel cut oats. They've been hanging out in there a while. I'm gonna use a cup. That'll make 4 servings once it's all divvied out, because a 1/4 cup is a serving. And yeah, that'll be 4. And if I want, I can sprinkle this crunchy stuff on top when it's ready to eat. And I've got some maple syrup to sweeten it with, as well as this peanut butter to flavor it with. So, using up some stuff. All of this I already had. None of it was bought this time around. And this will be one more item. Making progress, using up in my pantry. All right, we've got 1 cup of the steel cut oats. I'm gonna pop it in the crock pot like that. And then I'm gonna fill this up 4 times with water. So it actually only called for 3 cups of water. Got that in there. I'm gonna stir it up, add some salt. Stir it up. A little bit of salt, just regular salt, nothing fancy. Pop a lid on it. I'm gonna take it over to the counter and plug it in. So here's the oatmeal after about 4 hours. It cooked really well. I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'm gonna add the maple syrup and the peanut butter powder. I just don't wanna add it while it's too hot because it might stick to the side even more. So I'm gonna let it cool first, and I'll add that, stir it in, and then divide it into containers. Here they are, 4 containers of oatmeal. It was really good. I tasted it, it was perfect. It was enough salt, but it didn't taste salty. And we got my pretty flowers right here. But yeah, so this will be a good addition for the week. If I want something besides eggs for breakfast, I can have oatmeal. I also eat oatmeal as a snack sometimes. It makes a good sweet snack.